let's move on because not all media stars are prepared to kiss the ring. One talk show host thinks the solution is to run away.
Ellen DeGeneres is saying goodbye to the USA. Multiple outlets are reporting that the comedian and wife Portia de Rossi are bidding farewell to the United States and are moving across the pond to rural England. Reports say the couple was driven to their decision after the election of Donald Trump.
And pundits thought that these two multimillionaire stars fleeing a Trump presidency was a sign of things to come.
It does mark the beginning of a kind of cultural brain drain, right? When the best and brightest of your population no longer feel like they want to stay here, they go elsewhere, then it starts to create kind of an inevitability that other people that are following behind, whether in this case it's celebrities and actors, but it also could be your brightest scientists, your brightest economic thinkers. And so I think it impacts the political climate in the way that it might hurt particular sectors as well.
Let's bring the panel back in. Damien, love to get your reaction to that. The best and brightest, it's the scientists, the great thinkers of this world, such as Ellen DeGeneres. It's a terrible thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and Portia de Rossi, oh yeah, they're right up there with the best thinkers and scientists of the world. Well, this just proves it, Rob. This is the arrogance, the absolute thought bubble, isolated arrogance of these people, that they think anybody gives a damn what they think, and that we put them on the same pedestal like we might put a brilliant scientist or a brilliant high-achieving business person, for example. I'm only glad that they're going to England and not coming down under back to Portia de Rossi's home in Melbourne and staying right away from us as far as they possibly can. Nobody cares that these people are leaving America. But I think what the left have got to understand and what the media have got to understand is that when you criticize Trump and you call him a Nazi and you call him a fascist and you make these insanely hyperbolic, hysterical kinds of comments about somebody, a political opponent, that you're actually insulting. You're actually making those comments about the people who vote for him.
And that's a really great point. And I want to hit on 3 points myself. But the first one that he just said is that a lot of times when you make these you criticize the president of the United States of America, you're very critical of the people that voted for him. And so I was very critical of Biden, which means that I was very critical of the people that voted for him and Kamala Harris, both this election cycle and in 2020, even though I don't believe that Biden had 81 million votes. That's insane to me. You can't tell me that he's the most popular president of all time and that he had 81 million votes. Stop it. But completely different perspective. I got 3 different things that I want to share with you guys, and then I'm going to play a little bit more of this to see if we can get anything else out of this. Number 1, nobody cares. When is the last time that Ellen DeGeneres been hot? Her show got canceled because the ratings was falling, and at the same time, she was being accused of being toxic and creating a toxic work environment. Now, I don't know how true that is. I don't know how untrue it is. But ultimately, Ellen went the same way as every other woke person. And once the American people got tired of you shoving your sexuality and you trying to pretend like you something that you're not in front of them, they decided that they wanted to remove you from the conversation. She was overpaid. I got tired of seeing Michelle Obama dance on her show, and it didn't mean anything to us. That's number 1. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody really checking for Ellen. And that's not really even a thought. Number 2, some people are saying, and they are assuming this is not what I'm saying, but some people are saying that she's fleeing the United States of America because she's a part of something that had to do with Diddy. Now, again, I do not believe in convicting people in a court of public opinion. And that when people are friends with somebody, or if they know somebody in particular, that doesn't necessarily translate into you being guilty. So I'm not going to substantiate that. Is it far from the realm of possibility? I believe that she was just mentioning happy birthday at some point to Diddy recently. But is it far out of the realm of possibility? Probably not. Who knows? Being friends with somebody and closely hanging out with them on a regular basis could possibly make you culpable if you knew of something that was going on that wasn't supposed to be happening if you was a part of it. Again, I do not believe in convicting people in a court of public opinion, but they are saying that there's a lot of people that won't come back to the United States of America because they were associated with somebody that was then arrested. All right. Number 3, when you are critical of the president, you cannot absolve yourself of the possibility of what if. And the fact that he doesn't align with your values does not mean that he's wrong. It just means that you have to make an adjustment. And so for some of these people, they decide that their adjustment is to leave the United States of America. I'm cool with that. I respect that. You have the right to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. As long as you're doing it legally, I'm all for that. But at the same time, again, for them to say that, these are people that are some of our brightest thinkers, let me be clear. Actors and entertainers are not thought leaders. Actors and entertainers are not thought leaders. If her and her girlfriend or her wife or whatever it is that she is decide that they wanted to leave the United States of America because they no longer either A, align with Trump's values, or B, they're getting away because of some kind of legal repercussions, or C, they just want to go and live abroad, I think that that's fine, but nobody cares and nobody is going to listen to them. And if it's either one of the first or the two, if it's either A or B, then it probably is in their best interest to leave anyway. But we'll see.
That in this, is now the majority of Americans who support him. So, you can't run around through life thinking that the rest of the world is insane, and you're not. You have to actually listen to the other side and sit down and think about things and think things through. And that's something that the left don't seem to be doing post this election. They all seem to be, just being hysterical and assuming everybody thinks like them and everybody hates Trump. In America, they do not.
Yeah, it's a really good point. And I think it goes as well to show that some of these journalists really put so much weight into what celebrities are doing. And they genuinely think that Ellen DeGeneres leaving the country, that's going to have this cascading domino effect. It's absurd. But it also shows that they haven't learnt their lesson from the election, from having celebrities who, by the way, have you seen their Californian mansion, which is going on the market? Oh, they could put a lot of immigrants across the border on that property.
Most definitely.
Don't imagine there's that many camping out there. But there is this disconnect, and they genuinely think that celebrities have this moral influence that people care about.
Yeah, well,
Number one, y'all don't have celebrity money. Number two, if all of these people that is a part of this weird woke agenda decides that they want to leave the United States of America, I think that we'd be better off for it. I'm not begging for any of these people to come back. I think that they should stay over there for the rest of their lives, and see where it takes them. Respectfully, I don't deny anybody's humanity. I think that people should do what they want to do, again, as long as it's legal. But I'm not gonna miss Ellen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tripping. I mean, when has Ellen been hot? And when has Ellen been relevant in the first place? That's number one. And number two, anybody that follows them because they upset at the election, God bless you. I don't believe that you are. The United States of America is still the greatest country on earth. And more importantly, I think that most people are too broke to do so. You don't got Ellen money. It don't really make no difference. You're going to sit there, you're going to take it, and you're going to become a better person as a result of it. That's my take on it. But I'm curious as to what y'all think. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Also, T Chanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. And to make sure that you guys get your tickets to come and see me in Detroit December 14th. In Detroit, that is the discount code is Anton. And that's all pinned to the top of the chat and in the description also. I love you. I appreciate you. But I want to know, I genuinely want to know, do you believe that this is going to be a domino effect of people leaving the United States of America, whether they have resources or not? I know Passport Bros been doing what Passport Bros do for a long time. I heard that a couple of Passport Bros decided that they wanted to stay in the United States of America, and they just went and got them a couple of migrants. I don't know about that, but I'm just telling you what I heard. But do you think that this will be a cascading effect, or this will influence other people to make adjustments and then seek refuge outside of the United States of America? Y'all let me know in the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.